All right, I'm going to get started. So thank you and for joining us today. Welcome to our monthly lunch and learn. Thanks for spending your lunch hour with us. It will be educational and fun for sure. And we have tons of great things to share with you. First thing I just want to say is there's a wish list that is in the chat. You had it when you registered as well. Feel free to write down things that you'd like pricing on, possibly a sample. And the first three people after after the hour who get us back the wish list will get a special prize, special gift. We have a lot of great stuff today. We're going to start off with fun and games, outdoor experiences. We're then going to go discuss raffle gifts, and then we're going to close it with a lot of interesting golf options. So it's going to be a wonderful hour. So I'm going to turn over to Brian now, who is going to talk about fun and games. Over to you, Brian.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining the Stackable Lunch and Learn. So I'm just going to go over some fun stuff. I talk pretty quick, but if you have questions, you can write them down in the chat, and we'll try and get back to you. One of the big items this year that we've noticed is pickleball. Pickleball is one of the fastest growing sports. So there's lots of different options as far as pickleball goes. We've got wooden paddles, we've got graphite paddles, we've got different types of balls. We have high performance balls, we've got colored balls, we can print on the balls, and then we also have some bags for them. Next slide, Amanda. We'll see what we got here. So some of these items right here, we've got the sling bag on the left. That's actually made with recycled materials. We've got the white paddles, which are made of wood. The Smasher pickleball down in the bottom left there, that is also made of wood. And then the graphite ones are the ones that, people that use pickleball items, they tend to gravitate to the graphite because it's a little bit lighter. They are a little bit more pricey, but they're definitely a nicer paddle, and people love them. The balls, like I said, they come in about 4 or 5 different colors. And then up on the top right, you've got the Rally Ready pickleball tote, which is a canvas tote, just a really nice tote bag as well. Next up, we've got, there we go, some of the stats. So the reason that pickleball has been a good thing is it's growing like crazy. So a lot of people are actually changing over. If you're doing golf events, like a golf tournament, some people are actually starting to do pickleball events. And the main reason that we find is because with pickleball, let's start with golf. With golf, you've got a foursome, and maybe at the, par 3, you're catching up to the foursome in front of you, or the foursome behind you is catching up to you, and you get a little socialization for a couple minutes. With the pickleball, you're on the court, you're off the court, you're talking to everybody. There's a lot more socialization involved, and I think a lot of companies, they're starting to gravitate to it because of that. Because when you do an event, now you're not just talking to the 4 people in your foursome, you're talking to a whole bunch of people as well. So next slide, please. So also on our fun and games, these are a couple of new items as well. Off on the left-hand side, we've got the ladder ball game. You see that's big at tailgating. I'm in New York, New Jersey area. I happen to be a Giants fan. We do a lot of tailgating, and the ladder ball is one of the games, and I'll show you a couple more in the later on. But this is a big tailgating game. We've got giant Jenga, and we've also got a couple of ring toss games, washer toss, ring toss. So if you've got some sort of an outdoor event going on, you've got some fun choices to choose from. Next, Amanda. All right. Yeah, here's some more. So back to golf outings real quick too. On the top left-hand corner, we have a golf chipping game. So one use for this is if you are hosting a golf event, you can use this to make additional revenue if you're trying to raise money. So when you chip it in, you can have this set up either at a par 3, like I said, where people are catching up. You can set it up there, collect $5, you get 3 balls. If you hit it into the, one of the holes, you get a hat. If you hit it into another one, you get some tees. And then at the end of the day, so you've got a fun little game. It could be set up in between, there's always some downtime between golf and lunch or golf and dinner. So this is a fun little item that you can use for that. And then at the end of the day, as you're, wrapping it up, you can actually use this as a nice little gift as well. So it could be a parting gift or a door prize. So there's multiple ways to use this, which is fun. Top right is our Connect 4. And again, just a giant game for playing outside. We've got in the bottom left-hand corner, that's that's not actually a game. That's for sneaking your beer onto the golf course, but just don't tell anybody I told you that. So it looks like a golf bag, but it's actually a cooler. And it's designed for keeping your beverages cold. You sneak it into your golf bag, and that way they're not charging you, $15 for a beer. You've got your own alcohol or beverage of choice, should I say, on there. And on the bottom right, you'll see cornhole. And actually, if we go to the next slide, Amanda, I think I've got a bunch of cornhole on there. There's some different choices for you. So we've got the regulation size, which is the 2x4 on the top left. In the picture with the two people playing, that's a 2x3. That's a good one for tailgating. So it's not as heavy as the 2x4. It's a little bit lighter, fits better in the car. And then the lightest one, the one down in the bottom, the red one that's got Art Fire on there, that one is very portable. So if you were going to the beach, it fits into that little carry case, and you can bring that with you to, a friend's house. You don't even have to make room in your car. It'll fit pretty much anywhere. So that's a great one too. And on the next slide, let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is one of the bags that's new. It's a name brand. It's called Waste to Gear. So Waste to Gear, they actually are making the bottles, the bags from ocean bound plastic. So this is plastic that they find within, 30 miles of the ocean. And it's also stuff that they're pulling out of the ocean. So we've got a backpack, a duffel bag, and also the bottom one there is an electronic organizer. Some of the cool things with Waste to Gear, I'm going to show you a quick video in a second, but if you notice where the logo is, it's a little patch that we laser etch the logo. Now, one cool thing about this bag is they call it variable data, but I'll call it personalization. We can actually put your logo right onto the bag, especially the backpack or the duffel bag. And then if you wanted your name on the bag, if you wanted to give this out as a gift, you can actually put each person's name right on there. So it really personalizes it, but still has your logo on it. It's a great item. As we go to the next slide, I've got a quick, okay, let me do this first. Yeah, so land-based sources. So the plastic that they're using and some of the things about Waste to Gear, most plastic that ends up in the ocean is coming from the land. It's 80% of the plastic is from land-based. So whether it's a riverway going in there or whatever, it's basically, and one of the reasons that they go 30 miles or more to collect this plastic, 30 miles, I should say 30 miles or less to collect the plastic in a river, is because they know it's going to end up in the ocean eventually. 20% is marine source. So 80% land-based. Try to remember that. That might be important later on. I'm not going to tell you why. And then 20% marine source. So next slide I think is the video.
Wait, Bri, can I ask you, is there an item number for the golf cooler?
For the golf cooler bag? There is. Yeah, there's definitely a part number. I can get that to you in a couple of seconds if you want. Yeah, Amanda, let's play this video real quick and we'll go back to that. So this will show you some of the different pockets.
Hello.
Hi, buddy.
How are you?
Mike's sending you. Oh, you want
one of the reasons I like the video is
Oh yeah.
a lot of times.
I don't know.
A lot of times with the picture on the website, you can't see all the pockets, you can't see everything that's involved with it. And the nice thing about the video is it gives you an additional advantage to see all the pockets, all the stuff that's available, and places where you can put stuff. So that's our backpack. Next
Brian,
up, this is
there's a separate place for the sunglasses, right?
Yep, a little top pocket for the sunglasses, and actually one of those other pockets on the top. So you saw the electronic organizer. You can actually, the electronic organizer was actually fit or designed to fit right in that other top pocket. So there's multiple pockets on the top right by where you would drop in your laptop as well. So this bag is called the Garmento, and this has been one of our #1 sellers, and that's why I wanted to show it to you. So there's a company called Half Day. They retail it for, it's like $125. Ours, I like to say, is definitely nicer. And it's half the price, you know, it's half of the Half Day price easily. But this is designed, when you unzip it, it starts out as a duffel bag. When you unzip it, it turns into a garment bag. So you hang your suit, you hang your dress, you hang everything up. And then as you zip it up, it becomes the duffel bag. So you've got a place for your toiletries, your shoes, you know, all the other stuff that you need for a weekend getaway, whether it's a wedding or just, you know, something, just having some fun with the girls or having some fun with the boys, whatever. So I think the next slide, next one has my video of the Garmento in use. So again, you can kind of get a feel for it. Let's see. Place for the shoes. He's very quick. Here we go, zipping it up. So that's the Garmento, and that's been a huge hit. It's been hard to keep in stock. So next up, just a quick thing about our bags. We do really heavy duty canvas, like 24 ounces, which is the same as like an LL Bean and those guys. It's, you know, a fraction of the cost of the LL Bean. Sometimes we know you just want a name brand, which is great. But if you like LL Bean but don't want the LL Bean price tag, then our sailing totes are definitely for you. So one of the reasons that I just bring this up is because they are so nice, and people love them. Nine times out of 10, people will choose our bags. The only time they don't is, like I said, if you need an LL Bean, which, you know, we get it. But if you don't, then our bags are definitely a great choice.
Hey, Bri, with
Yes,
the
ma'am.
Garmento, what size, what's the maximum size for the shoe that they can hold? Shoe size?
Well, it's kind of open on the end. So I take size 13s and I can stick them in there. Obviously, they're going to hang out. But it's it'll take any size you put in there, basically, because it is open on the inside. Okay, up next, Igloo coolers. One of the things about our Igloo coolers is we can decorate a little bit more than just, if you look at the top right, the Playmate, and then you compare it to the Cool Tunes. You know, the logo looks pretty cool when it's small like that, but it looks even better when it takes up the whole top. So the Cool Tunes one on the right, we could actually do that on the Playmate as well. I just like to show and contrast, you know, what most people do to what we try to do. So we really try to decorate it to the full extent as far as we can. And then we've got obviously all different sizes, and we've got, Igloo is one of the #1 brands of coolers. They're all made in America. So I know right now with the tariffs are kind of driving us a little bit nuts for sure. But the Igloo, the nice thing with Igloo is they are made in America, and it's an American company. We stock them, we print them, and turnaround is relatively quick. So those are great items. Next up, we have a surprise. These are more coolers that we stock. These don't have the Igloo name brand, but they are a lot of fun because, like, if you look at Art Fire on the top, we can do wraps, and actually the one below it, And actually we can wrap the stainless steel one too. So all of these, the cool part with these is we can do a wrap around it if you wanted to get like some crazy graphics on there, or if you wanted to do something, fun for the summer. Weird places that are starting to use coolers. I don't know if we've got any banks on here, but banks are starting to put these out in front of their bank as people are walking in, especially during the summer months. Or if you've got an outdoor area, it's a place where you can load up some water, throw some ice in there. You can either give them away or whatever. And it's just a nice little comment, little courtesy to some of your guests that might be walking in, just to have something cold and refreshing there for them. So those are some other coolers for you.
That's a great idea. Really good idea. Refreshing idea.
Refreshing,
Right.
so refreshing. And then these are just some more items. The mini fridge, and then also a display if you've got a reason to display something. So those are just quick and easy. She is punny, it's true. Next up, we have some gifts, some executive type gifts. So these two items here are the one on the left is for it's a cocktail smoker. So if you've got people that you're looking for a nice executive gift, it comes with 4 different types of wood. It's oak, cherry, apple, and pecan, or pecan, I don't know. However you want to say it, it doesn't matter to me. You take the wood, you stick it into the smoker, you light it up, and what happens is you put the lid on there, and as you put the lid on, the smoke settles down into the drink. And you let it sit for maybe a minute or 30 seconds to a minute, and you get a nice little boost of smoked flavor with the wood that you've used. So it's kind of a fun, different item. To the right, we've got sorry, go back one slide, man. Sorry about that. To the right side, we've got a game set. So the game set has tic-tac-toe, it's got playing cards, and then it's got 2 glasses that we can laser etch. And then the top 4 items, those are actually stainless steel ice cubes. So you put that in your drink. You don't have to worry about it being watered down, basically. So that's a fun gift. And then on the next page, we've got our executive. It's an executive gift set. And that comes boxed already. So if you're looking for something nice to give away, it's got a nice auto open, auto close umbrella. And then also another electronic organizer in there. So just a nice package, nice packaging, and it's already set up for you. All right, now for the fun stuff. So last but not least, I think this is my last slide. This is called the Doggo. It is an umbrella that's designed for your dog. So if you have a dog that, and a lot of the smaller dogs don't like to get wet. Some of the big dogs, they don't care, but this umbrella is not for the big dogs anyway. But getting a wet dog in the house, anything like that, this is designed for them. So it keeps them dry. The umbrella actually is the leash. Excuse me. So you're hooking it up to the collar. And then as you walk around, he's got the safety of the umbrella over his head. So just a really fun item. Exactly. So I think next up is my question. I kind of gave you a hint. So what % of plastic pollution in the ocean comes from land? All right. We got correct answers already. See, that hint was a good hint.
Yes, it was a very good hint. So Jan was the first one to answer. So for a prize, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Brian, great stuff.
Thank
fun
you.
Stuff. There's lots more, but we're limited in time. So we're going to move on to raffle gifts. But if you have any questions, write it down on your wish list. And we are happy to answer or to help you with anything you may need. So thank you, Brian, for joining us.
You're welcome.
Now we're going over to Jennifer, who's going to talk about high-end just brands and what we could do. Welcome, Jennifer.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sherry and Amanda. Thank you so much for putting the call together. And to everybody else on this call, thank you for taking the time out to be here with me today to look at all the fun stuff. Brian, I know we just met on this call, but I'm going to need a Garmento bag and the Doggo as well. Really cool items. But on the screen, you're going to see a ton of brands that you're going to be able to access. Cool thing about these brands is that they're all retail. So you're going to find all of these brands in retail spaces. And most importantly, they're trending on socials. So it's going to be an easy sell. For example, Brewmate, you're going to see so many unboxing videos if you haven't already on TikTok, on Facebook. These brands are everywhere. So when you're putting them in front of your customer's face, they are already familiar and are going to be more excited to have a logo on it. Amanda, next slide, please. They're not American made. A lot of these are going to be overseas made. We do have some American made brands on that list, but a lot of them are going to be overseas. So on this slide, raffle gift ideas, these are going to be fun items that you want to give out as raffle prices, one-offs. The great thing about raffle gifts is that it brings brand awareness. It also generates leads, which is probably the most important thing. It creates excitement with your customer, and you build a little bit more loyalty with your customer as well, giving a really cool item like this. So that first item that you're going to see there, the SodaStream. SodaStream's actually been around for a couple of years now, but it's trending big right now. It's everywhere. It hits that eco-friendly sustainability component too, which is huge right now. The next item, the mini portable projector, another great item that I've actually seen not only in personal settings, but now in business settings as well. I see that a lot for sales meetings, just business presentations. So cool item to give out as well. The third item, the Zag travel kit. That is an amazing item to not only have for yourself, but to give out as a raffle gift as well. I actually have it here. So it's a hard shell case, leather strap here, and it actually comes with everything that you're going to need to work remotely, which is really, really cool. The cool thing about this brand too is that it's the child of Mophie. Mophie is a well-known, reputable brand with amazing, great quality items. So all you're getting in this kit is going to be comparable to Mophie. And again, everything you're going to need to work remotely. So it has your Bluetooth foldable keyboard, which is really nice, great quality. And like I said, Bluetooth, so you can pair it to your phone, your iPad. You don't have to lug around your big laptop with you everywhere. It has your travel adapter, which is very, very important as well. So your international travel adapter, your mouse, ports, everything you're gonna need is in there. The next item on that slide is the Bluetooth meat thermometer. This is an item that nobody's ever going to go out and buy for themselves, but when you gift it or when you receive it, you're going to fall in love with it because it's so cool. It looks a lot bigger on the screen, but it's actually a very, very small meat thermometer or the probe. It works with an app on your phone, which is completely free. And that app is going to tell you what temperature your protein that you're cooking is at, how long you have left until the protein or whatever you're cooking is fully done. You can set that oven or grill at the highest possible temperature. And this probe is going to be, it's meant to be durable for that. So a really cool item to give out and receive. And again, something that nobody's ever going to go out and buy for themselves. And the other two items, just as cool, the open ear wireless earbuds under Shokz. Every Shokz item has that bone conduction feature. So nothing's going in your ear. People love that a lot. So sporty scenes or just business scenes as well. I see that item used in both. And then the tabletop smokeless fire pit, that's really cool. I always say it's not meant to give off heat. You're definitely not going to get warm off of this tabletop fire pit, but ambiance, a s'mores kit, those kind of ideas that you can give out to your customer. Amanda, next slide, please. In the same theme of raffle gifts ideas, I think kitting is also an amazing way to put a nice presentation in front of your customer, excite them, wow them. It's more of a personal touch. So we can do a ton of different kit ideas. We can do a golf themed kit, a tech themed kit where you're having a speaker with JBL headphones. We can really kit a little bit of anything. I can put that really cool 3-in-1 can cooler inside of a hard shell cooler as well. And I know summer projects are, all of our inboxes are full with summer projects. So that's a really good idea as well. And then a thank you card, I think is always very, very important to have in that gift set, because again, it adds that personal touch for your customer. You tell them thank you, you thank them for their business, for the relationship that you guys have, whatever it is. And these are also items that people are going to use daily. These are not items that people are throwing in a storage closet or putting in a shelf and forgetting about. These are items that they're always going to use. And then with the logo on it, they're always going to remember you as well. Amanda, next slide, please. Color Max. I definitely wanted to talk about this. This has been an absolute game changer. It really enhances your customer's logo, and it allows you to hit a creative point that you maybe wouldn't have hit with any other imprint feature. So usually this is what you're looking at when it comes to a JBL speaker. You put an imprint right there or right at the bottom. Very limited. With Color Max, you can get really, really creative and enhance your customer's logo, and you can go all the way around. It's a full color 3D or a full color, full wrap logo all the way around the speaker. I've seen it where the speaker is made into every can possible: Dr. Pepper, Coke, High Noon. I've seen it where there's golf course landscapes all the way around the speaker as well. So again, it just like allows you to get really, really creative, enhance your customer's logo. And it's something that's really not out there. Not a lot of people offer it. So Color Max feature, the way to go. I have other smaller speakers as well where we can do like a full face imprint. And usually, again, we're limited to a very small imprint area. So putting your customer's logo like this, I mean, they're going to love it. It won the 2025 Pyramid Award as well. So that kind of speaks for itself, how cool and how much people love the imprint. Amanda, next slide, please. Golf. Golf is something that I got to know a lot about in the past 6 months. To be very honest, I've always been a cart girl. Put me in a cart, give me a cocktail, put me in the sun, I'm good. But I've picked up such an appreciation for this sport. There's so much that goes into golf. It's really, really cool. The accessories that are tied into it, the different kind of golf balls that are out there. There's so much that goes into it. That's really, really cool. Here on this screen, you're going to see a ton of golf accessories. So golf speakers. These golf speakers are not your regular JBL or Bose speaker. They have a built-in GPS into it, which is really cool. The magnetic strip where you can just attach it to your cart and not have to worry about falling. Those magnetic strips are so freaking strong as well. I mean, they'll pull you with it. That's how strong and durable that speaker is going to be. Range finders as well. The mag towel, the magnetic towel is actually the most popular. I have it right here. I have it in black and in white with the full color logo at the bottom. The cool thing about this is a magnet that it has on the top, so you can stick it on your golf cart. If it falls on the golf court, you can easily pick it up with your putt. It makes golf a little bit lazier, right? But really, really cool. Also has a carabiner built into it if you want to use it that way. And then what I love about it the most is that this side right here, on the opposite side, has all the ridges to clean your golf balls and accessories. So that's really neat. It's a thick towel, very, very durable. And again, black and in white. Something I want to mention, I know we're in the theme of golf. I've seen this towel actually pitched for other industries that are not golf related at all. Construction companies love this towel because the construction employees or workers will use a carabiner. They stick it on their construction belt, and that's a good way for them to clean their hands, their tools, whatever else. So with this towel, I mean, yes, it's meant for golf, but a lot of people don't care that it has the golf magnet at the top or the ridges. They're able to use it in any other setting as well. Amanda, next slide, please. Thank you. Golf balls. There are so many different kind of golf balls out there. It's insane. I didn't really understand the gist of everything, but it makes sense at the end. And the cool thing that you're going to be able to do with Stackable and the Stackable team is you're going to be able to get your hands on golf balls in 24 hours. So I'm able to do a free 24-hour production time on all the golf brands we carry. So Callaway, Strixon, Bridgestone, Vice, Wilson, all those amazing brands, I can rush those out in 24 hours, no rush charge. So something to
That's
point
insane.
out there.
So that's
Yes,
insane. And we're very happy
kudos
to
to our
have
production team and our order entry team, definitely, because it's something that not a lot of people offer. So you'll be able to do it with us. And it's going to be really hard to show it on camera, but I mean, we can do a full color logo on the actual ball, and we can get super detailed with it as well. So, and we're going to give you a proof. So to be able to enter the order, still give you a proof, and then have those golf balls shipped the very next day, pretty cool. So take advantage of it, definitely. Amanda, next slide, please. And then question for the prize. What Imprint capability recently won a Pyramid Award? Boom. That was quick.
All right, so we're gonna go with Terry because Jeanne, even though she's very quick, already won a prize. So congratulations, Terry,
Yeah.
and everyone who is answering. And no, D, you are not winning a prize. So D is part of our staff. Prizes are for clients.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jennifer. Anything else that you want to chat about?
No, that's
good?
going to be a quick rundown. Again, there's so many things, limited time. So definitely the Stackable team is amazing. Use them for more information, and they'll be able to kind of fill you in with all the other amazing brands and everything else that they can offer.
Sounds good. So definitely keep us in mind for raffle gifts. We could do 100 to 250. We could do higher, but we see that a majority of the raffle gifts that people ask about are between $100 and $250, and we have plenty of brand name options for you. So keep that in mind as you move on to your trade shows and your other events. All right,
Definitely.
so we have lots of good stuff with Jean. She's going to come talk to us about golf, and I'm going to turn over to you now.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me today. And mainly I'm going to start with world-class golf gloves. Perfect gift for 95% of all golfers. The glove itself, where the logo goes, is the ball marker, multiplying the interaction every round you play. That's 200 plus impressions over the golf gloves lifespan. Next slide. Okay, one of the things that we do well when working with Stackable is to also have what we call a turnkey operation, where we can do a golf outing. All we would need to know is your tournament date, the number of golfers expected, the percentage of the male, female players, and your logo. And we put together a very easy way to get that gifting program put in place, where we actually then just offer a box with different sizes in it. And you can see from the next slide, or the slide on top, actually, you can see the person's hand, okay, that they can measure your actual size of your hand. And we also then include a return
You want to go
postage.
back a slide?
Yeah, go back a slide.
Thank you,
We
Amanda.
ship
Thanks.
ahead enough gloves and then some for ladies and men's golf outing. So they decide which fits them the best. You put the logo back on it, they walk away with a perfectly fitted glove, and then anything extra, you do have a prepaid label to put on the box and return. So it makes it very simple. I know a lot of times we're a little bit skeptical of putting a golf outing together where it includes sizes. This makes it very easy. It's very simple to do. Now you can go to the next slide. Sorry about that. I'm used to pressing my own buttons.
And
Go ahead.
Jean, I'm just gonna that's a really neat type of gift. Like we could do shoes, golf shoes, we could do an experience, but like the golf glove, like everyone is definitely gonna use that. So it's a welcome gift for sure. So thanks for introducing that experience.
And Jean, just a question. Do you have open finger gloves or fingerless golf gloves?
Not at this time.
And would the client have to staff the glove gifting themselves?
No, it comes in the box and slots by size, left and right hand, men's and ladies. So once they come up to the table and they present their hand on the page to decide what size glove would fit them the best, you just pull it out of the slots. If you go back to that first slide, you can see it a little bit clearer.
But I guess they're answering like they have to do it them as opposed to you bringing staff on site to do this.
Correct. It doesn't really
Okay.
take much to do, really. I mean, it's pretty simple. The gloves are already sectioned out by size. You're given the absolute, the hand diagram to put down. You pick the glove out and the ball marker just slides off. It's magnetic. And you just put it on there and they
Cool.
walk around, walk away with a fitted glove. And once again,
Yeah.
remember, they're going to get at least 200 plus impressions over the life of the golf glove because it's something you're going to use all the time.
Awesome.
Okay, we good?
I love this kit. Yeah, I love this kit.
Okay,
I'm
so
excited
right
for you to
now we're
present.
also able to do the presidential kit, which is this awesome kit. You get the glove, the ball marker, the divot tool, and also a hat clip. And then the outside of the box, you can actually logo as well. Okay, so this is a perfect gift for existing tournaments, gifts after a tournament, or you can do the Maverick belt set. Once again, the ball markers on the belt itself, and then you get additional ball markers in the kit as well. Okay, a lot of good branding opportunities with both of these. Next slide. Okay, we can also do individual names, initials on the gifts, and also names on the drinkware. But the initials that you can get on one side, which is your ball marker, the back would be the logo of the event or the sponsorship, or you can do the golf club head. Once again, there's two locations to put someone's initial and the logo on it. And then I know Sherry has a piece in front of her that she wants to show as well, because we're going back to maybe not always giving a golf item, but something you can use off the golf course, which would be that beautiful initial focused gift of a journal. You have
So
that to
yeah, we
show?
just wanted to point this out because what I like about this is sometimes we'll do this and look, Lori, it has your initials on it, but you could see it can have someone's initials, and then on the inside, if you open it, Amanda, you could see then you could have your logo on it as well. And what's nice about this is if you want to surprise people, like if you're doing a meeting and you want them to sit in a certain spot, or to surprise and delight them as they walk into the room and they find their initials. It's just a really fun way to add excitement to any type of meeting. So
You'll
that's
also
something
find
that we could do.
anything personalized is definitely kept. It's not something they're going to give away. It's not something they're going to leave behind. They're going to use. It's something that is remembered. The same thing goes for, you see the drinkware here. Now, drinkware, there's a wide range of products you can do here. But what we're looking at here is what we call a full wrap or a designer wrap, taking that golf theme and applying it onto the actual drinkware, making it focus there. And this is called a Jet Direct process. It's directly printed on the piece. You can also personalize this as well. So don't think drinkware can't necessarily be personalized. This can be done through the Jet Direct process, giving you full color wrap and also personalization as well. If you're looking for made in USA, most of our glass items are made in USA. So that item number 65 is a highball glass that would be made in USA as well. Okay. Next slide. Okay. Getting into awards, there are all types of awards out there. Personally, I like the one to the far left, the 5 awards with the tournament branding. So one side would have the actual event branding, as you can see in that main picture in the center, and then you get 5 different awards for longest drive, most strokes, and then you can do a stock emblem there, which is the ball marker. Once again, it's removable, or you can actually just put the person's initials there to fit that award. The ones to the right, the awards on the right are your typical glass awards, 1 piece minimum, which suits. Also, remember, you can get optical glass as well if you want to do something a little bit higher end and traditional. Next slide. Okay, I wanted to add in some of this other products from a company that does a lot of bamboo work. And what you see starting there is a little songbird, which is a bottle pourer that actually sings to you while you pour it. It's the stainless steel interior that makes that sing or songbird sound. Yes, it can go on a wine bottle, but it can also go on any kind of bottle with herb vinegar in it or olive oil. It's just taking the concept of not always wanting a golf related focused item for a gift, but also something that can be used after the event. Remember, bamboo is a sustainable item, so you're looking at a sustainable product. My bestseller on this screen, though, is actually that grill grate, again, made of bamboo. But once again, something more useful that you're focusing on here that can be a gift for people after they leave the event. We also work in birchwood. We work in acacia wood. Brand new is our olive wood. So there's a wide range of types of product that can be used in the home, can be used at the office as well. We have a couple of items for the office space and also outdoor events. And
So
that's,
Jean,
yeah.
before you go on, a couple of things. One is, can the Songbird song, can that be re-recorded, like to maybe you had enough? I don't know. I was just thinking.
Well, all I know
But
is if you pour it enough times, you know how many times you drank.
yeah, that is true. That is totally true. And then with these items, I feel like, and
No
I'm
more what?
putting you on the spot, but
Oh,
there's
okay, no
like
problem. Thank you.
the bamboo. First of all, everyone's super excited about USA Made, and I know we're talking about that. But equally as important to a lot of people is sustainable
Sustainability.
items. So the bamboo stuff is fabulous,
Mhm.
and that barbecue, I know with a bottle opener is pretty cool. But is there a little bit of a story behind with the different colors of the
This,
bamboo that you
this,
have in that picture?
that's actually birchwood. Okay, so the
Okay.
utensils you see in multiple colors is birchwood versus bamboo. It is also food grade color. It stands up very well. The other thing, I don't know if you were aware or have heard that there's this whole thing about drinking out of plastic and us getting plastic in our system. And we found that actually all those plastic cutting surfaces that tell you to use this for poultry, this for vegetables and all that, when you cut something on it, you're actually picking up some of the particles of plastic as well. So that's another reason why you would want a wood product or a bamboo product to cut something, okay, or cut on something. So all different shapes, sizes, full color decoration, laser etch as well. You can personalize these. So if you're looking for personalization, you can put an individual name on them as well. Any other questions? No? Okay. Next slide. My question. Okay, how many impressions do you get over the life of a golf club, lifespan of a golf club? There you go.
Edwin, first one to answer. So you're all paying attention. This is good stuff. So thank you. Thank you. And thank you, Jean, for giving us that information. Again, this is just a sampling because we don't want to keep you too long, 45 minutes to an hour, once a month, always different, unique golden nuggets that you could take away and, that could wow and surprise and delight. Any questions? Does anyone have any questions before we end today? What questions? Okay, so I don't think we have any questions. I want to thank you for joining us. Just a reminder, the first 3 to get back their wish list will get a special prize. And Amanda will send out a recap with the presentation, the video, and a place for you to grab your gift for joining us today. And we appreciate you coming and have a great day. Talk to you soon. See you next month.